All right, folks, what's going on? I am back. I am back. I have returned after one day off. I said I was gonna take maybe a long time off because of what happened to me yesterday. That I was so ashamed. But I said to myself, look, these things happen. I'm just gonna have to live with it. It's a learning experience for me. What happened, but I took care of it yesterday, and here I am back again. So I'm not going to let those things happen again. I promise to myself, and not to let my channel down as well. So it's good to be back for myself and to all my subscribers out there. If you're still watching, thank you for the support as well. So let's talk about this game, folks. The Raptors coming back to win this game. They were down by 24 as they beat the Houston Rockets 117 to 115. And words cannot explain with this team right now, like how hard they play without giving up, no quitting this team. This team could have just folded and said, look, forget it. But they know they had a mission tonight. They know with a win tonight will guarantee them at least a fifth spot. I'm going to get into the playoff matchups of where the Raptors could and finish at the end of the season. But things are going to have to happen for that to happen. Blah. So, Raptors were down 24. And might I remind you, this was the third biggest lead where the Raptors have come back and won. If you remember, they came back from a 30-point lead in 2019 against Dallas. I remember that game happened in the fourth quarter where they came back. There was a game against Detroit back in 2010. I think they're down by like 33. And now tonight, 24. There was a couple of games that were down by 22. But this one, 24 points. And look, I got to give Houston credit because Houston had nothing to play for. A team that is now 20 and 61 came out after being down 2-0. The Raptors scored the first bucket. And the Rockets just said, you know what? We're taking over. And they start scoring. I think they went on like a 21-9 run in. I was hearing it like in the 5 minutes and 26 seconds. They were just scoring and scoring. The Rockets looked like they couldn't be stopped. Raptors have no answer for this team. So lucky enough, Nick Nurse had to do something, get guys off the bench to try to slow down the Rockets offense. Was working a little bit, but not too much still. And in that first quarter, the Rockets scored 36. Raptors only had 20. So Raptors were down by 16 at that point. Third quarter, second quarter, Raptors picking up on the offense as they scored 37 in that one. And the Rockets had 30. So at the half, it was the Rockets up 66 to 57. Right? So look, Raptors were down by 9 points right there. And third quarter, close quarter, both teams, offense and defense going on both sides. And look, I know you're blabbering about quarter scores and all of that. But how many times are we going to have to talk about Mr. Spicy P, Pascal Siakam? Last night, against Philly, not Phillies, Philly, the 76ers, where Danny Green got his championship ring after what, 10,000, no, sorry, not 10,000, 1,030 days. Can you imagine that? Got his ring. Pascal Siakam spoiled the party, winning that game for the Raptors, and others helped as well with a triple double in that game. Tonight, once again, a double double, 29 points, 12 rebounds, and he was three shy of another triple double. And right now, people are talking about all NBA. Siakam should be on it, but we know how the media works in the US. And even even last night's game, triple double for Siakam, and the US media in the States, of course, only talking about James Harden and Joel Embiid and what both of them need to do, blah blah blah. I mean, and then they don't even talk about Siakam's triple double or how the Raptors are playing. Okay, 13-3 the last 16. Now you can make it 14-3 right now. Right now, this guy, I'm telling you, like Siakam, if he had be if he had started this season and he was playing like this up to now, scoring, averaging what, 23 points a game, his name will be in that MVP race along with Jokic and Giannis and Embiid, uh, DeMar DeRozan, those guys, LeBron James, Luka Doncic. I'm pretty sure Siakam would be in that race as well. And this is also where Siakam is showing his stride, that not being named as an all star kind of gave him that boost, that energy to say, hey, you know what? Okay, screw you guys. I'm gonna show you what an all star that I should have been in the all star game of how I'm playing right now. Who is stopping Siakam right now? Okay, who? Somebody tell me who is stopping this guy? First round. Hold on. I'm gonna get to the first round matchups and other playoff scenarios. So let's get back into this game here. Raptors losing that third quarter. Rockets winning it 29-28. And then they put it away in the fourth quarter, which the fourth quarter, I gotta say, look, Raptors were down by 10 going into the fourth, and it was looking like the Rockets were on the verge of pulling off an upset. The Rockets were a plus 15 to at least win or cover this game. They covered. So if you made a bet, I hope you took Raptors money line, because I did, and I was sweating a little bit, saying to myself, no, this cannot happen. Raptors cannot lose to the worst team in the NBA. It cannot. Or if are the Rockets tied with Orlando? I'm not sure. The two of them are identical with the same records. And here comes Pascal Siakam and Gary Trent Jr. coming along, helping this team uh, getting buckets where they had to get buckets. Scotty Barnes, once again, doing his thing. He finished with 16 points tonight. on 7 for 13 from the field. Trent Jr. had 26 points in this game as well. Getting the start tonight was Armani Brooks. He had 2 points in this game, so no Fred VanVleet. Once again, he did play yesterday, but did not play tonight. No OG Anunoby again. Uh, this might be a concern, but if the Raptors can hold their own of winning these games without OG, then that will be good. All right. Ken Birch, he had 8 points in the starting lineup for the Raptors. Off the bench, Thaddeus Young finished with 14 on 6 for 8 from the field. The guys that were in the G League, congratulations to the 905 team as well, I got to say. Going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Champagne coming back from the 905 team. He, off the bench, he finished with 3. Watanabe had 3 as well. Precious Achua had 8 points in this one, and Chris Boucher with 6 as in this game, right? And it came down to where the Raptors had to score each possession that they got. But every time they scored, the Rockets kept scoring on their end. The defense, the Raptors defense, basically couldn't get much stops, but they got stops when they needed to. All right. For the Houston Rockets, let's take a quick glance of their starters tonight. Kevin Porter, 35 points, 10 rebounds for Porter. Tate with 12. Sengun, if I'm saying it right, he had 17 for the Rockets. And Jalen Green with 8 points. Off the bench, Christopher with 20 points. All right. Box scores, Raptors on a not really a good shooting night. They shot 45% in this one. They were only 7 for 29 from threes. So the threes basically wasn't falling for the Raptors, but they still won. Okay. Only 24% on that one. Free throw line, the Raptors were 22 for 23. So almost perfect. So that's good. Numbers right there, 95% right there. They did lose on the rebounding side. Rockets out rebounded the Raptors by 4, 50 to 46. Assists, Rockets winning that one, 24 to 20. Steals, Raptors winning that one, 13 to 6. And on the turnovers, this is where the Raptors are going to will be scary. I'm telling you right now. Because Raptors are a team that they can force turnovers. And with guys like Trent Jr., who's up there, I believe he's either 1 or 2 in steals. Raptors close out on half court and on defensive side, trapping guys of denying them from getting passes and intercepting passes. Raptors are just that team that they know where they have to be. Each player assigned to be in front of this person. And that's what another thing. Look, they even frustrated guys like Joel Embiid last night. Okay. So big win for the Raptors. They improved to 48 and 33. And I like to get to the scenario where the Raptors could finish at the end of the season. So right now, we know that the Raptors have clinched the 5th spot. Doesn't matter what Chicago does. Okay. The Bulls right now. Oh, look. Chicago lost their game. Chicago lost their game by a lot. Okay, they lost by a lot. So it's official. Raptors do have that fifth spot right now, but they can still get fourth. They can still get fourth. And the only way that happens, the 76ers will have to lose their next two games. 76ers playing the Indiana Pacers tomorrow afternoon. That's a 1 o'clock start. Raptor fans, we're hoping a miracle happens. But look, I mean, it's the Indiana Pacers. I don't expect Indiana to even try their best. Even if Indiana tries their best, like Houston did against the Raptors tonight, then good on them, right? So Philly will have to lose their next two. Raptors will have to win one more against last game on Sunday against the Knicks. Philly's last game. See, I'm going back to Phillies. The Sixers' last game on Sunday will be against. Let's see, who was it? Oh, Detroit. So the situation of the Raptors finishing fourth, because if both teams have identical record, Raptors will have the tiebreaker. But honestly, I hope the Raptors end up with that fifth spot. Let the Sixers get the fourth spot, because why? Raptors are a much better team on the road. They do have a good home record. Okay. Let's see. The Raptors' home record is, let's give me a sec here. Raptors at home 24-17. Okay. So okay, both home and road records for this Raptors team is identical, and it will be identical if they lose on Sunday. All right. So that's the situation right there. So playoffs are just about what, almost a few days away, or maybe it's next week. I'm not sure, but they got to get in the playing tournament. The playing tournament has to start before the playoffs do. So yeah, all right. Thank you for watching. Go Raptors, go, and go Blue Jays, go as well. And man, I was switching back and forth. Blue Jays were down 7-0, and now right now they are, oh, well, right now they're tied right now. So first home opener game for the Blue Jays, good for them. And right now downtown Toronto is, I mean, if you're down there, it's packed. Be careful, the traffic and everything. All right. Raptors win 117-115, and Sunday, final game of the season. All right. Take care.